Hi everybody, Chris Stokes from Custom Fitness Personal Training Studio, talking about what does personal training cost and what all is included in it. Well, I could spend 5 or 10 minutes telling you just about us, but I know that if you're looking at this post, you're probably interested in kind of a generic sense of what are you looking at whenever you go into personal training. Well, the first thought that you have to have in your mind is it an expense to you or is it an investment in your health? So if it's an expense, then just about anything's going to seem expensive, and that's why most people end up over at the discount gyms, the generic, $10 a month type things, because it feels very expensive. It feels like something that you're paying for that you don't really want, and therefore you typically look for the lowest cost option. Well, if it's an investment in your health and you understand the benefits that you're going to receive from that, such as longevity of life, less medications over time, less illness, more strength to support your body so that you have less injury and less time down, then you'll see that the cost sometimes can be outweighed by the positive benefits of it. Now, I'm not saying that to tell you that this costs an arm and a leg by any means, but there's really 5 different areas that you want to look at whenever you're considering the cost of personal training. So if you just go meet with a trainer and hear one side of things, maybe they're right, maybe they're wrong, maybe they're indifferent, there's no telling. So you want to definitely get your facts straight. You want to be able to ask the right questions, and you want to be able to find the right answers so that you can find the right solution for you. So as I said, there's about 5 different things that would change the pricing of personal training. What you have to understand first is that most personal trainers, especially in the Amarillo area, which is what we'll be addressing today, are contract labor. That means that the gym does not count them as an employee. They work on their own. They pay the gym a commission typically, and they can charge whatever they want to. So it's not really a regulated field that people are charging a set amount. Now, there is kind of a range of going rates depending on where you live. So obviously here is less expensive than, say, Dallas or somewhere like that. So the first thing that you're looking at is quality of service. Are the training sessions high quality? You would get that information from testimonials from their client base, talking to other people who've worked with them, watching them work. If you're at the gym and they happen to be there, then watching them work, seeing what happens, getting online and seeing their testimonials, hearing from their other customers. That's really important to find out that they're giving a high quality of service, because there's a lot of trainers out there who really don't pay attention during their sessions. They may be on the phone, or they may be talking to 2 or 3 different people, or they may just be kind of monitoring your session rather than guiding it and leading it. So the job of a personal trainer is actually to design a program for you and then implement that program and teach you what to do throughout that program. So teaching you form and technique, keeping you on pace, keeping you motivated, helping you to reach your results ultimately, right? So if you're not getting a high quality of service during your training sessions, then it may not be worth the money that you're spending on it. The second one would be the value that you're getting for your money. Now, these aren't really in any sort of order. I just kind of picked the 5 main things that I feel would change the pricing of any session. So some people add in different benefits or services to their package to create more value for that person. So perhaps instead of just being a personal trainer where they guide you through an exercise session, now they offer nutrition services, or they offer supplement services, or they go to the grocery store with you, or they work you out at home, or whatever it may be. There's added value there, and that's something to look for too. Am I paying high dollar for very little value, or am I paying very little for the value that I'm being given? So then the next one would be experience, or the trainer's background, their certification, their degrees, those kinds of things, to know that they know what they're doing. It's all too easy these days, just like any other self-regulated industry, I guess is a good way to put it. It's way too easy to go out and get just a low-level certification, take a few weekends to get it done and you're done and you call yourself a trainer. Or maybe these fitness enthusiasts that go and people that really enjoy working out, but they don't ever really go and further their education to learn what to do and how to do it and why to do it, and instead just take the information that they think that they learned from doing it themselves. So I'm not saying good or bad on any of that, just saying that there is a lot of merit in certifications that take time to get, that are top tier. So there are 4 top certifying agencies in this field, and that is the NASM, the ACSM, the NSCA and the ACE, all of those are top tier organizations that will provide the trainers with the knowledge that they need. So you're looking at that. Maybe they have a sports and exercise science degree. Maybe they have a physical therapy degree. Maybe they went to school and they got a completely different degree. So you want to be looking at what information they have, what kind of background do they have, how long have they been doing it for. That's not to say that somebody brand new to the field can't be great, because they can be, but you want to make sure that whoever you choose, that you feel comfortable with that. So, sometimes having more experience is a bonus, whereas other times, like, I don't really need somebody with that much experience. I just need them to know what they know. And that can work too. I started this very young. I was in my late teens, early 20s whenever I started doing what I do. And a lot of people didn't trust me for that fact, but a lot of people did. And the ones who did were very appreciative that I had gone to school and learned everything that I had so that I could help them the best that I could. So the next part is variety. What is your session going to be like? Is it going to be constantly the same thing? Are you going to be doing 3 sets of 12 repetitions every day with 30 minutes of cardio? Or do they mix it up? Is it something different every day? There's mixed schools of thought on that as to what's best, but the research shows us that certain things do work better than others. And that's where you want to find out, if you're more of a person who needs something different every day, then check with that trainer and see if that's possible. If you're somebody who needs it to be more systemized and everything's the same more often, then check with the trainer and see if that's possible. So find out, kind of figure out who you are and what you want, and then find out if that trainer matches your personality needs. So the last place would be location. Location is going to be key as to how much they're charging you. If they're at a gym and they're contract labor, they're going to be paying their percentages to the gym. So obviously they would need to raise the rate of their session in order to make any profit off of that session. If they're at a park, they can charge a lot less. So you want to kind of find out, where am I going? Is that a place I'm comfortable going? And does that meet my needs? So a lot of times people go outside and work out, and that's great. Other people go to, say, a private club like the Amarillo Country Club or Tascosa Country Club, and that's fantastic. But know that those rates are going to be a little bit higher there. If you go to one of the discount gyms, the $10 a month things, they're going to have lower level pricing as well as lower quality services most of the time. Again, not a solid answer on that, just because there's always great people no matter where you go. So you can find good people wherever you're at, just a matter of who you choose. Now, you may be wondering, where does our studio fall into this? Like, you told me that you were going to tell me how much it was cost for personal training, and you haven't said a word about that yet. Well, it's because there's so many factors involved. And as you know, we're custom fitness, so I'm kind of type A on that. The word custom means a lot to me. It means that everything is customized. My goal is to allow our team to provide you the highest quality of service, the highest quality of session, with the best value, with excellent experience and certification. So all of our trainers are highly certified and have the experience that they have is amazing. They're able to learn new things, and I work with them on an educational basis. They teach me things, I teach them things, but we constantly do research. We constantly learn. It's just one of the perks of being here. Variety is key. We have lots of different options here, so we make sure that you've got a schedule full of variety so that the body doesn't plateau, because not just your brain gets bored, but your body gets bored too, and we want to make sure that you have everything you need there. Location, we have our own private studio, so we've built that out so that our clients train here as often as they feel comfortable with, and then they can go home and do their workouts, or they can go to their gym and do their workouts. All they're doing is hiring us as their health coaches to be able to implement programs for them, and then they're able to do some of that work on their own if they want to, or they can do it all here. It's completely up to them. So what does personal training cost? I can hear you yelling at me. It's awesome. So personal training in Amarillo ranges anywhere from about typically $50 to $80 a session. Now, if you add in that most gyms or clubs, you're going to have to pay a membership fee, the personal training fee, possibly a child care fee if you have children, and possibly extra class fees or measurement fees or things like that, it can actually add up pretty quick. So instead, if you kind of put it all together, that's what we've done, is we've created a place where all those fees kind of go away. So our clients, starting out, let's say, anywhere from $99 and up a month, okay? They can get personal training that's been customized to them. They can get nutrition planning and coaching So they get nutrition programming that we meet on consistently to make sure that they have everything that they need and that they're following along, staying accountable, and that it's working for them. They get measurement sessions with our 3D scanner, and that's a monthly thing so that we make sure that they are getting results. They get variety in their schedule. We change up their programming every 4 weeks. And they get, I'm a little biased, but a pretty nice place to come work out that's pretty comfortable. It's not your typical gym setting. It doesn't have all the big bulky machines, and we've done that on purpose so that you don't have an excuse to not work out whenever you're away from us because you don't have the machines with you. Instead, you know how to use your body to work out. You can get the same exercise in, you can follow the same nutrition plan, and you can still get results whether you're here or you're in Hawaii on the beach enjoying life. So I hope that kind of answers your question. Again, it kind of ranges as far as what the service price is and what you're getting there. But the big factor is focus first on whether this is an expense to you or an investment to you. Understand that personal training, health coaching, nutrition coaching is an investment in your health. So skimping out on it to save a few bucks is typically not your best route because you end up with a lower quality of service and a lower quality session type than what you do whenever you are able to afford more things. Now, after telling you the ranges of $50 to $80 for a typical session, and telling you that we can start out as low as $99 a month, I can tell you that we actually fall below those ranges. Now, that surprises some people because they get a little scared and they say, well, why do you charge a little bit less? My answer is that I want personal training to be something that is not available just to the elite. I want personal training, health coaching, nutrition coaching to be available to you, whether you are a school teacher or a stay-at-home mom or as an independent business person. There are a lot of us out there that $100 a session, $80 a session, that really kills us, and we're not going to be able to do it consistently. So I know that if you don't do it consistently, it's not going to get done as far as getting to your results. I want you to get your results. So that's where our sessions actually come down a little bit below that scale, but yet we raise the value, we raise the bar on what is offered during those sessions to make sure that you get every dollar that you've paid worth plus about 10 times that value. So if that's of interest to you and you feel like, you know what, I need to jump on this, I need to get in with a personal trainer and I want to find out more about what you guys do, feel free to give me a call, 806-322-3188, and we'll be happy to set you up with a consultation. Come in, talk to us, no strings attached. We'll see if it's the right fit for you, and we'll go from there. Now, we do have literally 2 spots left for our downsize program starting on Monday. So if that's something that maybe you've been meaning to jump on the bandwagon with, weren't sure if there was still time to, or maybe you're just not sure if that's what's right for you this time, we have those 2 spots because we had a couple people that couldn't make it to it. So they just opened up today. If you want to get back in there, then feel free to give us a call right away or leave us a comment that you're in and we'll be sure and get that application over to you. We want to talk to you as soon as possible. Starts on Monday. When you lose 15 inches, you get your money back. And all you have to do is fill that paperwork out and we'll give you a call and get that onboarding session set up for hopefully the end of this week, in the next couple of days, or on Monday or Tuesday and get you started. So I hope you got something great out of today. Now, be sure to put some thought into whatever decisions you make, but I will talk to you soon.